Good morning, everybody. Thanks for attending. Looks like Clay County is strongly represented this morning, so I appreciate everybody coming out. First thing need to do is just I'll move to approve the minutes that we all gathered on the 31st of October. So if I can just get a second for that motion. All right, appreciate it. So as all of us, or most of us know, maybe some don't, the purpose for this committee, or the primary purpose of this particular committee, according to statute 95126, is to assess the population of the status of the Clay County Jail, assess the availability of programs that might ease the pressure of overpopulation while simultaneously serving the population or the current population of the jail, so that they may be better equipped to be better citizens once they re-enter the community. So that's the whole point, I think, of this committee. And in that spirit, I would ask Chief Arnold, welcome, and to just give us an assessment of the current population of the jail.
Good morning. So our fourth quarter average daily population was 372. Currently, this morning, our count's running 417. We're at 85% of our max population, so we're starting to exceed that 80% threshold we look for. 82% of the inmate population are in custody on felony charges, 18% on misdemeanor charges. We have 71 total inmates sentenced to the Clay County Jail and 21 sentenced to DOC awaiting transfer.
Have there been any delays in getting people transferred?
No, as we get the sentencing paperwork over from the courthouse, they're getting transferred pretty immediately on a regular basis.
Okay. And whatever construction was going on there last year, has that been completed by now?
No, it has not. It's still in planning phases. It's making progress at a snail's pace.
Snail going downhill or uphill?
It's going uphill.
Okay. All right. Just to clarify. Yes. And how many new beds are going to be created?
I believe it's 83 beds.
83 beds.
Yes.
So that would be in addition to the 400 that's
in addition
already...
to the 492.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. And regarding the inmate betterment programs, I don't even know if that's a real word, but sounds good to me. Ms. Atkinson, if you wouldn't mind stepping up to the microphone and just giving us an update on those programs.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm happy to report, as you know, we started a program, it's called Unlock Recovery. It is kind of a mini matrix program. It started in September. We have 3 males that have completed the program. 2 of them has received an early release because of completion of the program. We currently have 7 males in the program and 12 males on our waiting list. They're just waiting to be evaluated by Clay. We have a small room, so we kind of keep the population down just a little bit, so it's comfortable in the room. We have 2 males that qualify for the Vivitrol shot, and we're going to be getting them started very soon. One of them gets out in April, and one gets out in May, so they should have at least 3 or 4 shots prior to them leaving. There are 3 females inmates that had completed the program. 2 of them are taking the Vivitrol shot. I just learned someone who was released, who's living in Recovery Road right now. She's doing fantastic. She got a job as soon as she got out. She does go to Clay Behavioral for the counseling, but she's opted out of the Vivitrol. So I'm a little heartbroken about that, but I am going to try to talk to her about that. We have 6 females in the program right now with 7 that are waiting to get into the program. GED and Microsoft certification, year to date, 15 males have received their GED, and 5 of them are partial completers. They have like one or two tests that they need to take. 3 females received their GED with 2 partial completers. 1 female passed her Microsoft certification with 3 partials passing. There were 16 males inmates who passed their Microsoft certification with 5 by potential completers. And Orange Park Adult Ed is still teaching GED and still teaching Microsoft certification, but they've added a program called Small Business Entrepreneurship. And in that program, we have 18 males taking that, and we have 10 males in the GED program.
That's great. Was the Becoming Unleashed, that was a program that you told,
So what I've done, and I haven't talked to Ms. Troop about it yet, but the Becoming Unleashed is that program for the females. And basically, it's kind of like a program to like break them down and then build them back up. So I've made the girls who are going to Unlock Recovery mandatory for them to take that class because I think it would be very helpful to them. So we have the 6 girls going to that class as well.
that's great. And is the Small Business Entrepreneurship Program, is it open to females as well?
We have a problem retaining females in programs, and I hate facing you guys and telling you this, but when you start off with like 6 or 7 females in the program and one of them completes the program, so we've just expanded really for the men.
So it's just a supply and demand type of thing then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's a little disappointing, but what can you do?
You can't force them to go to class.
No, no, you can't. Let's see here. Can you speak on Operation Barnabas? Are they still coming in? And
Yes, sir. Yes, they're still coming in. They're still doing the program called Healing for Heroes. One of the guys that just got out, they got an early release from Unlock Recovery and from the jail, actually works for them right now, and they're providing him with housing as well. So we have a really great supportive partnership with them.
awesome, awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Atkinson?
I have a question. So I believe you said you had 12 males and 6 females waiting to enter the Unlock Recovery. Is that just based on needing to fill out the paperwork, or you're at capacity?
Kind of a little bit of both. They still need to be evaluated by Clay Behavioral, but because of our room size, we're kind of keeping the room to like maybe 10 people. But Clay Behavioral comes in on Wednesdays and interviews like maybe 2 of them, does the eval for like 2 of them, and then we just put them right in the program.
So if we're sentencing people to Unlock Recovery, what is the time frame that they'll need to wait to get into the program right now? We need to know how long they need to be sentenced to jail to make sure they have time to finish it.
Right, I understand, ma'am. For us, like the sentence people would always come first. So if you sentence someone today and you wanted them in that program, I would just call up Clay Behavioral, hey, we have to evaluate this person, because we still have room in the class.
Okay.
My portion of it, the decision points, is 8 weeks, and Clay Behavioral's is 12.
Co-occurring, I mean, so a maximum of 12 weeks or 8 plus 12?
Their program is just 12 weeks and mine is just 8. So when they're done with my program, they're still they're still with Clay Behavioral,
Okay.
and they still have 4 weeks to complete.
Anyone else have any questions? All right, thank you, Ms. Atkinson.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Ms. Atkinson's very busy. Every time I go over to the jail, I see her, and it always seems to be in a different area. And she's moving, pushing carts, so.
Running around like a crazy.
Might be the hardest working person there at the jail.
Well, I just have one more question. Is there a way that if you reach capacity that you could let us know so that we're not sentencing too many people to the program? Okay.
But again, I want to accommodate those who are sentenced and who are ready to go out on the street, make sure they get what they need.
Okay. Thank you.
They'll always take priority.
I'd like to open the floor to any representatives here from, Clay Behavioral or probation. If you have any comments, suggestions for the committee, anyone wishes to make that? or take this opportunity? Okay, I don't see anyone volunteering. So I guess with that, I'll open the floor to any comments or questions. Let's see.
I got an issue, not an issue, just something to tell you all about. Yesterday morning, I met with 5 people from the Mental Health Resource Center that was set up by one of your lawyers, Mr. Bodie. What they're asking to do is be able to come into the jail to evaluate people. I know this is an issue. I don't know how big of an issue it is, but if somebody has been deemed incompetent to proceed and meets the criteria for involuntary hospitalization, there's a delay in getting them to the hospital. We can't really control that. I wish we could. They're of the mind, and they do a lot of work in Jacksonville apparently, that if you're in the jail long enough, if you're on your medication and the substances that you shouldn't be taking have been cleared out, you might actually qualify for some sort of conditional release so they're not just in that limbo at the jail, which I think makes sense to me. So they had spoke to somebody at the jail, but they were told they need to get judicial approval, so that's why they came to see me. So unless there's some comments or concerns about that, I think that's probably a good idea to let 1 or 2 people from there in, unless, yes, ma'am, please. Yeah.
My name's Katie Black. I'm the inmate mental health counselor. I would say for those inmates that are waiting to go to the state hospital that are deemed incompetent, the issue that we very often face with them is they don't want to take their medication in the jail, and we cannot force them to take it. So they're remaining there. Oh, I'm sorry. They're remaining there incompetent because they don't have to take their medication.
Right.
So if they did, sure, they might get back with it and be able to go out into the community, but that's not what's happening.
Right. I'm not sure.
In an
these-
ideal world, that's great.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to, I told them as fortuitous as it is, tomorrow, which is today, I would see you all and I would bring it up to see if there's some way that they could assist with what we're doing, and maybe other areas as well. I'm not sure what all that they can offer, but that was the main thing that we discussed yesterday morning when they came to my
Another
office.
question would be, because I did a lot of work in Duval County with MHRC actually. They have a lot of regulations on the services they provide, that the people that they provide services for must be residents in Duval County. So that would be a question to bring up.
Yeah, I
if
think
they're-
that's not an issue, because I specifically mentioned that this is Clay County
Okay.
Jail, and they're gonna be Clay County residents. I think they can accommodate that. And maybe the best thing to do is put these people in touch with
Absolutely.
somebody
Yep.
else.
That's exactly what we're gonna say.
I
They
have
just
an
need to contact Katie.
yeah, I don't have an objection to them coming into the jail, but you all probably need to talk to them.
I would
and-
be happy to do that,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so maybe I'll get your number afterwards or
Okay.
contact, and then I can let these ladies know who to call.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we would all be surprised, maybe not so much, if the carrot on the stick, meaning getting released from jail, only requires that they start taking their medication. They might start gagging on the pills at that point to get out. So, sorry.
So, and currently, a lot of the population we have, is homeless. So they might take their medication to get out, but is MHRC or somebody going to be able to follow up with them? Because obviously they're limited in resources as far as transportation, money for the medication. So that's why we see this continuous cycle, because they're not able to continue the care once they get out.
And they mentioned about possibility of having housing options, so, and there's a certain defendant in my division that is coming regularly in and out. You probably know who he is. And they were aware of this person from talking to Miss Greenwood, who is the person here, and they think they can maybe help with that.
Are
So
they
I
gonna
don't
help
know.
with- Will they
They're
help with
just
transportation?
overly optimistic, but it's worth exploring, it seems to me.
Transportation. Transportation is a huge issue for Clay County residents because it's so spread out
Sure.
and limited.
I don't know about transportation. I don't remember that being discussed, but
Yeah.
housing was mentioned by them as having, them having some resources available that could assist folks here in Clay.
Okay. I would love to hear more.
All right, well, I will put them in touch with you.
Yeah, I mean, in the spirit of easing the pressure of the population in the jail, that seems like a solution right there. A small solution, but one nonetheless. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many inmates we're talking about, probably less than 10, I would think,
so, yeah.
but still.
Absolutely. Well, I'll open the floor to any comments, any more? All right, well, seeing none, I will go ahead and adjourn today's meeting. The next one's going to be April 24th, I believe.